Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Dr. P, and welcome back today for another video, and thanks so much for stopping back by. Now, this morning we got a brand new update, version 8.2 for Fortnite, and a lot of stuff has gone down. In this video, I want to briefly cover some of the biggest storyline updates we have from this update and explain what they mean. First things first, though, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to be up to date with all the daily Fortnite content I put out here on the channel, and also if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Let's shoot for 1,000 likes. And as always, huge shout out to everyone using my supporter creator code in the Fruit faction. I really appreciate it. The code is Pineapplez YT, and if you want a shout out just like these legends in an upcoming video, just send me screenshot proof on Twitter. So what I want to start with are the major map changes that have gone down with this update, and there are quite a number of them. So let's just start in our favorite city, Tilted Towers. You guys all know that building that keeps getting destroyed and rebuilt constantly. Well, it's been rebuilt for about the 400th time, and now it is something called No Sweat Insurance. Really clever name there. It's an insurance agency that has a very interesting bottom floor. If you go to the bottom, kind of to the basement area, you will see several artifacts from Fortnite's past, such as meteorite fragments from Season 4, and the Cube. Literally, Kevin the Cube, a miniature version of him, is in the game. So I guess for all you people who are asking if Kevin is going to come back, I guess technically, I'm kidding though. It is interesting to see this building open up and tilted, and almost inevitably it's going to be destroyed by something, and who knows what it could be. It could be literally anything, but all I'm betting on, and all I know, is that that building is going to get destroyed again at some point. Just wait. It always does. Next up, let's talk about the Golem statues. You guys know the rock statues that got destroyed at the start of the season, rebuilt themselves, and now they've been on the move. As of late, they've been moving around, looking like they're moving closer to each other. Here you can see the male statue has made a pretty good amount of progress. You can see he's clearly dragging himself. It looks like he's forcing himself to walk, but he is heading east in the general direction of his counterpart, the female statue. Moving a little bit down the line, you can clearly see her moving towards the other way, west, with her arm either waving or holding herself up against the tree. I'm not sure, but definitely you can tell she's been making progress too, and it won't be that much longer until they are united, and who knows what's going to happen then. Back in Season 7, these statues were very good at foreshadowing what was going to come. Whenever they looked like they were crying, something bad happened to the map. Same thing when they got into a fighting stance. They were trying to defend or imply that we need to defend against something. Based on that, I kind of have this feeling that whatever's going to happen when they get together could be reflective, highly reflective in fact, of what we could expect later on this season, or maybe even in Season 9. Just something to keep an eye on, and of course, as always, I'll keep you updated. This one's not really specific to this update, it happened like a day ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and update you on this anyway. As you can see, the helicopter is at the top of the Viking place. It's been here for like a day and a half or 2 days now. We're expecting the next movement at any point. The telescope is pointed the other way, still towards the middle of the map. Very interesting stuff here. I was very curious to see what would happen once it approached Snobby, but it looks like it's just going to do nothing and kind of go right by it. But speaking of Snobby, there was something else that happened to it along with this big update this morning. A second house in Snobby was taken over by the Vikings. We're assuming they came down from the mountain nearby and just basically overtook it. Previously, in the last update, Snobby got taken over on one house, but now it moved up one house to the north and took over the next house. I'm assuming this could keep going on, and maybe Snobby could get completely transformed into some kind of a Viking outpost once it's completely conquered. A lot of interesting ideas and rumors circulating around Snobby Shores right now, and I'll be curious to see what progresses and happens here over the course of this season as we get further into it. Now, I also want to go over the loading screens because we got 2 more, and they are very telling. I'm very excited to jump into these. So let's start with the Season 8, Week 5 loading screen. On this, you can see the Ember skin holding that crossbow or that bow and arrow that we're expecting to come out at some point. She's standing right in front of the volcano looking like she's on some kind of quest. It's very dark in the background, except for the lava flowing, of course. And right at the top of the volcano, you can see something up there. It appears to be yellow. My best guess, it is something to do with the bananas from the last loading screen. That doesn't mean that is what it is, though. It just makes a lot of sense for it to be the bananas when we know there are a whole bunch of them up there, or at least they were in the last loading screen. At first, I thought Ember wasn't really that big of an important Battle Pass character, but she is pretty much featured in this one by herself, so we may need to rethink that. She may actually be important and vital to the storyline. It's possible she could be the female version of the Fire King. Anyway, let's move on to the Season 8 Week 6 loading screen. Now, this one is very telling. You can see Master Key is fighting some hybrids who have jumped up at him and are fighting. We can assume these are the same hybrids from the Season 8 Week 2 loading screen where you saw them all fighting, or at least jumping out of the volcano to go fight. And in this loading screen, you can see 3 hybrids basically ganging up on Master Key and stealing his key. You can see he's reaching for it, he's trying not to let it get escaped, but ultimately the storyline involves Master Key losing one of his many keys. Now, what exactly could this key open? What kind of secrets does this key hold? That is the question. There are many theories going around and that have been going around the entirety of the season so far about Master Key and what exactly those keys are going to do. We all suspected the keys meant something that is completely confirmed here with this loading screen basically showing him trying his best to get it back before the hybrids successfully steal it from him. So if Hybrid was sent to steal the key from Master Key and the hybrids were sent by the prisoner, aka the Fire King, then what does the Fire King need to get that key for? Well, we know there's been talk of a dragon coming to Fortnite for several seasons now, and the biggest theory that we have are those keys in some way will open up the lock around Lux's neck and transform her into a dragon. That is basically what everyone is saying. If you guys want to check out some of my recent videos, I really go in depth as to why this is probably going to happen, and there's some really overwhelming evidence to support it, such as the tattoos she has, some of the loading screens in the Battle Pass, and just a whole bunch more. Guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think is going down in these loading screens. Maybe there's something I didn't catch that has happened before and definitely will happen again at some point, so please, if you have anything to add or contribute to the conversation, I would love to hear it. I do read all my comments. This game you're watching right here was actually the first on my stream yesterday, and it got pretty wild towards the end. I thought you guys would really enjoy it. Let's go. You guys a hoot. This guy's funny. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of get out of here then. If I'm not gonna actually kill him, I might as well get out. Oh, we're unintentionally running into someone else here. Okay. And we got a scar. And we're gonna use this med kit too. Oh no. I need that. Okay. That's unfortunate, really. We'll use this then. I dropped my minis. Oh gosh. The power of the samurai. Nice. And now I'm perfectly in the zone. We build up here. We win these. We win these. Wait, it's a 1v1? Oh my god. Okay. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Nice. Let's go. Let's go.